lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome in here on the Prep on this Thursday afternoon, a beautiful day. We are at University Liggett School here in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, as the Knights of University Liggett welcome in Grosse Pointe North. I believe the first time the Prep has dipped its toe into the sport of girls field hockey, and one of the best programs in the state will be on display here today. That's University Liggett. My name is Ben Holden, all of our crew, and looking forward to calling the match here and seeing how this one all comes together. These two in-city schools set to square off here today. And if you're new to field hockey, give you some of the basics here. And as we go along, we'll talk about some of the things in the game and some of the rules. And there are some things that are unique to this sport. There are just 37 programs in the state of Michigan that play girls field hockey, 45 schools, so you got some unified programs as well. Liggett is not one of them. Neither is Grosse Pointe North. Both these schools will play 18 games in the regular season. There's still a few weeks remaining, about 3 to 4 weeks left in the regular season. And Amanda Amin is the head coach at Liggett. She's been here for quite some time. State championship in 2020. She was the head coach, a runner-up finish in 2022, and she was here in 2018 as an assistant when they won the state championship as well. Had a chance to visit with the head coach, Amanda Amin, a few moments ago. We had some fun. We talked about some topical things involving girls field hockey here in the state of Michigan. Here's that. Well, this is a field hockey stick, and I'm joined by Amanda Amin now, and we're going to talk about your program and what's going on with field hockey. My question is, I come from a hockey background. There's no way I could play hockey with this. How do you play with these sticks?
It's different. You definitely have to learn, but I do have a lot of ice hockey players for sure,
yeah.
And they pick it up really well, so they can do it.
That's great.
You could do it too.
I could. I mean, that's not a lot of blade to work with, but and one thing for clarification as we go through, I'll do a little bit of educating on the sport and explain how you play with this and what you can and can't do with the stick, Amanda.
Yep, so you can only use this flat surface, and you're not allowed to use this raised side of the stick, so
that's a challenge.
It is a challenge.
That's a serious skill that your young ladies have.
Yes.
Let's talk about the state of field hockey in the state of Michigan. You told me yesterday there's 45 schools, but 37 programs. That's not a lot of programs. What do you see in the growth of the sport right now in the state of Michigan?
Yep, absolutely. So we are definitely on the longer running end of programs, but there's constantly, each year, each season, there's more and more being added, and it's really becoming a popular sport. So we're very fortunate and lucky about that. And this year we are finally accredited by the MHSAA for the first time. So that's really huge for our sport, and we are so thankful for that. There was a lot of work done behind the scenes, a lot of coaches who put in a lot of time and effort for that. So we're very grateful for that and excited about what's ahead.
That's great. And you've coached here for a long time. You've won a state championship.
Yes.
You were with the program as an assistant. You had a runner-up finish a couple of years ago. Talk to me about the makeup of this team, this 2025 Knights program you have.
Yeah, so this team is definitely led by our seniors. I have 8 awesome seniors. It happens to be senior night tonight, so we're excited to celebrate them. But they are a great group. They are leaders on and off the field, and really, really strong field hockey players who have played, many of them, since middle school. So they've known the game for a long time, and yeah, we're paced by them, absolutely.
You're still working your way towards the end of the regular season, and when we chatted yesterday, I learned from you how important every match matters, every game matters.
For sure.
Catholic League Championship is something that you and your staff and your program you're chasing. So as you go through the rest of the season, what's really important for your club here, starting with this match tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, Catholic League, that's our league, and the Catholic League Championship to repeat as champions, that's definitely our main goal of the season. So we're really focused on just keeping focused on one game at a time and doing things the right way, playing our game, and letting that take care of itself. So
yeah, what are some things that you have to really consciously work on? Because I know there's a lot of players that your program is further along, I think, than most in talking to you. What are some things on a regular basis you really got to keep honing on with your players?
Yeah, so we continue to really work on our corner execution, both offensively and defensively. I think that's so critical for us, and we've done a nice job of converting on our corners this season, and hope to look to continue to do that as the season goes on, as well as just defensively. Corners are huge as well, so negating those opportunities for the other teams. So.
And just one more thing on that point, just kind of educate those that may be watching and saying, what's a corner, how's that work? If, from the way I understand it, anything inside of the 16-yard arc, that's a penalty that results in a corner, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
it. You got it.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for the hospitality. It's great to meet you. I've
Thank
enjoyed
you
talking
so much.
with you the last couple days, and wish you and your club the best down the stretch, and look forward to calling this one tonight.
Appreciate it. We're so happy to have you guys out here, so appreciate it. Go Knights.
That's Amanda Amin, the head coach here at University Liggett, as her club gets ready to take on in-town rival Grosse Pointe North coming up here on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. Watch the live broadcast right here on the Prep. Watch and subscribe. Here's the QR code. Follow us all season long. 125 games of high school action right here live and on demand on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back here. Just about set to get this contest underway here from University Liggett School here in Grosse Pointe as the Knights take on Grosse Pointe North. The Knights come in with a record of 3-3-3. Grosse Pointe North has played 11 matches. They are 4-7 so far on the season. There is Amanda Amin's team. Great talking with her. We'll hear from Athletic Director Brian Anderson in his first year coming up at halftime. Chad Bush will talk with him. Appreciate Amanda and Brian and all their hospitality and getting us set up here today and just about set to go. Let's get a look at the lineup for Liggett and talk about the 11 young ladies that will be on the pitch. And we'll start from the goal out, Madeline Hexter. She is one of 8 seniors. They were all honored pre-match. We'll show you that coming up at halftime or at the start of the second half. We'll show you that and show those 8 seniors that have given so much to the program. But Hexter, speaking of 8, she had 8 saves in their most recent game, a 5-1 win against Cranbrook. And one player to really watch out for in talking to Amanda Amin is Olivia Marcero, the best player on the team. And Amanda Amin said to me, she said she's the best female athlete in this school here at Liggett, and she wears number 9 for this Liggett side. And some other players to watch for, Maisie Hubner, she had a goal on Monday. Avery Welsh, she had a goal as well. Marcero had 2 assists on Monday and a couple of goals from Constantina Bornius as well. She wears number 2. So there are 11 players on the pitch, so very similar. This sport is a combination, really, of soccer, lacrosse, and, of course, field hockey. So you get a little bit of everything mixed in with these young ladies that play here in the high school ranks. And you got the goalie, you got the defenders, you got forwards, you got midfielders. So that is very soccer-like in terms of the positions and certainly the number of players that are on the pitch. There are penalties, there are free hits, there are penalty corners, which as we go along, we'll explain that to you the best that we can here and on all that work. So you'll see the goalkeepers, they wear a lot of padding. Their feet are protected. You cannot use your body unless you are the goalie in this sport. That's the way it works. You can't use your body. You can't use your body to be physical. You have to use positioning, and you have to use your stick to try to knock the ball away. So those are some things about this sport that are unique. You dribble the ball, you can tackle like in soccer. Tackle meaning you slide in and maybe knock that ball away. That's how it works in field hockey. And again, just 37 schools here in the state that play the sport. 18 games is the max. And Amanda Mean told us in our pregame conversation, it is the first year that this sport is MHSAA certified. So that's a big thing for the sport in the state. These young ladies put a lot of time in this. Grosse Pointe North Club, they're coached by Brenna Marson. She's a 2020 grad of Grosse Pointe North, very young coach in her mid-20s, in her first year of coaching as a head coach anywhere. And her team, she told me, I chatted with her a little bit pre-match, and she said a lot of first-year players on our club, so a lot of coaching and a lot of development with her in her first year as running this Grosse Pointe North club. So we're underway, 15-minute quarters. Couple of minutes between each quarter, and the halftime is really quick, just 5 minutes. So it's a game that moves and not a ton of stoppages in it. That clock is always moving, again, like soccer, like the sport of rugby as well. 2 referees on the pitch. They're both in the pink tops. Possession here for University Liggett. They turn the ball over now, trying to get control of it. But another stoppage and another infraction call that goes back over to Grosse Pointe North here in the first minute of the match. Near that far sideline is kept in over there in the corner by Grosse Pointe North, but a foot went into touch, and it's turned over again to Liggett. Liggett plays in the Catholic League, and Grosse Pointe North, their in-city opponent here today. Ball over the midway point of the pitch. Restart coming up here for Liggett. About a month ago, these clubs met before the start of the season. There's a shot towards the goal. Goalkeeper for Grosse Pointe North is Kinley Arioli. And in talking to Brenna Marson before the match, she said, I think our club will be night and day here today in terms of what we were in that match early on in the season, because the development of University Liggett's program is so much better. Grosse Pointe North trying to move it over the midway line of the pitch, and quickly Liggett on the restart. Again, you have to be inside of that yellow arc, the widest and longest arc, the 16-yard arc. You score outside of it, it doesn't count. So that's where you do your work, like to use a hockey term, in the goal crease, so to speak. That's where you're really going to get your opportunities, or like you would in soccer, inside of the box. So play to head up that right side. They look in the direction of Coco Marshall. Liggett now in there, and again, you can only play the flat side of the stick. If you play it with the backside, the rounded side, it is a penalty, a foul call. Liggett trying to get it back into the box, into the arc, I should say, and the ball is turned over. It's a call going against Liggett. So now Grosse Pointe North. The ball doesn't get very far up the pitch. It came onto the stick there of Maisie Hubner. Player they count on to score some goals. Turned over here at the top of the arc, and back the other way goes Charlotte Truss. Brenna Marson told me, she said she's the catalyst of our team. Everything runs through her. She wears number 7. She's their center midfielder. Chance right in front here for Liggett, and they score. Right in tight, they put it away. Allie Orlick makes it a 1-0 match here. Liggett striking first here, 3.5 minutes into the contest. Allie Orlick, she's also a very good hockey player, plays AAA hockey. Gritty, hard-working player as described by her coach. And she was in the right place at the right time there, getting a close-range goal to give Liggett here the opening goal here in period 1 here of the match. Restart from midfield. Liggett will get it here, and they'll restart. Fun talking to Amanda prior to the match. Amanda Mean about how you play this sport. You use that stick if you were with us then, and there's not much to work with. Pretty small surface right down below my vantage point. Liggett with possession of it. Avery Welsh with the dribble. Now getting a little bit of space. Good look down low. They try to put one out in front. And that's an infraction on Liggett. It'll go over to Grosse Pointe North. Field hockey has been played in this state since the late 30s. Really started to grow here in the southeast part of the state back in the 70s and 80s. And again, 37 clubs around the state with 45 schools connected to those programs. There are several unified programs, of course. Grosse Pointe North here. They'll have the restart opportunity here. Ellie Darlington, a junior midfielder. Over the ball, knocked away by Liggett, and they'll get to it. Trying to come with some speed right up the middle of the park they are. Good job back there defensively by Sarah Dennis. She broke that play up, and there is Charlotte Truss again, number 7. It's going to run through her. She's really the glue, the catalyst of their attack, really defensively and offensively, being that midfield role she's in. A little bit too much contact there from Liggett. So the restart coming here for Grosse Pointe North. Play to the edge of that 16-yard arc. Open space in the middle. That pass never got there. It was Ellie Darlington that came away with it. But an infraction and another quick restart from Liggett. Can see they want to play at a high pace. Good work there with a dribble. Down low again. Another chance. And the goalie comes out and makes a great stop there. That was Arioli that came out to challenge on that shot attempt right in tight. So Liggett has had no problem getting that ball in there. Now the third time they've got in there tight with it. And just the one goal to show as Truss trying to play it ahead for Grosse Pointe North. Slowed here by Isabella McCowan. And worked ahead up that left flank comes Grosse Pointe North. Good work with a dribble there inside of the arc there. That's a call going in favor of Grosse Pointe North. Majority of those calls are going to be with the stick. So it's a reason for a lot of those stoppages in there. Goal by Allie Orlick, the only goal in the contest here so far, the junior. Forward for them. She's had a couple of good looks here so far in the match. Now Grosse Pointe North trying to work it down the middle of the park there was Layla Adams. No doing, and now Liggett. Here they come. Support. Borneus now. Left wing side. Again, you've got to be inside of that 16-yard arc for it to count as a goal. If it goes in outside, it's no goal. Simple as that. Good defensive work back there by Darlington. Liggett, though, still putting some pressure on edge of the arc. Good challenge there, but too much contact was called on Avery Welsh there, the senior. One of 8 seniors. Senior night, senior day here for Liggett. Here's a turnover, and it's Marcero with it. She'll wind and fire one. And it deflects out of play. Good look there she had. And again, Amanda Mean said she is our best player. She does all the things you'd want in a coach. She stands out every time. She is an all-stater last year as a junior. Very good lacrosse player as well. And certainly a key difference. The stick and the hands are down lower. In lacrosse, you're playing at the waist, at the chest height. But still, the hand-eye coordination very similar, like it is in hockey for a player like Allie Orlick, an outstanding hockey player as well. And one of the notes her coach gave me was she's good in front of the net, and we saw that on the goal she was able to score here. 9 minutes gone in the opening period. Carried up the left wing there by Galati, who's had 2 hat-tricks this season for Grosse Pointe North. Number 21. Liggett now sweeping it out to midfield. On the move. Orlick plays it down on this left flank. Bornius is there again in her normal spot. Gets to the edge of the arc. Tried to get it through. Free in front. Good look. Good save with a pad there. And another opportunity is Liggett really sniffing around the top of that goal. And you saw there with the goalie, they can play the ball with their feet. The other players cannot. This one is awful close. And it's turned over as the call goes against Liggett, but really good pressure from the Knights there. Best sustained pressure they've had so far in the contest. Pressure coming from Liggett. Good read. Getting a stick on it there was Kate Ritchie. Avery Welsh. Back to Ritchie. Ritchie gets a shot, and that one was elevated, and it goes in. What a great shot. Love to see another look at that. That was clean, or it was tipped off a stick on the way through, but that's a great shot right there. And Liggett here with 4:40 to go has a 2-0 lead in the match. Last 3-4 possessions, they've really had good pressure in the attacking zone. Grosse Pointe North going to substitute here. Mackenzie Martin, a freshman, coming in, number 12. Getting her first action here with 4:40 to go in the opening period. Freshman defender. Charlotte Truss looks for a little bit of space, finds it ahead up the left side for Galati. Liggett on it. Got help in front. Can they get it there? Bornius is there. The shot, that one kicked away with a right boot there by the goalkeeper, Arioli. And that is a infraction inside of that 16-yard arc. So for the first time in the match, you'll get a look at a penalty corner here. So all the defenders will put on those, basically those masks like a softball pitcher would wear, and for good reason, because they're in the goal and on the end line. The play will be started here by Hubner. She'll play it in. Looking to get a quick shot here instead. Good dribble there. Work through one. Ball in front again. Another one right in front. And the young lady that started it, Maisie Hubner, she makes it a 3-0 match. Big part of the sport are those penalty corners, and you saw right there, great execution from Liggett. On top by a trio of goals here. They look on the left side there, looking in the direction of Galati. Call here against Liggett. They come right back with it now. Hubner's got it on her stick. Marcero. Double team there, plays it into open space, one of those area passes, but it finds the sideline and they turn it over. Bornius trying to connect there on the pass with Ritchie. Another infraction against Liggett in there inside of that arc. They've been living in here the last 5 or 6 minutes here in this opening period of play. Pressuring the ball once again. McCowan unable to keep it alive over there. Liggett will go back to work. They'll call on Hubner. 2 goals in her last 2 games. 5-1 win for Amanda Means' team on Monday against Cranbrook. Marcero. Grosse Pointe North gets the call. They've had trouble getting out of their own end, the defensive end of the pitch. Have not spent a lot of time in the O-zone. There's a good read and a good stick there from Allie Orlick. Marcero. See her skill and talent around the ball. Good hands, good positioning. And it's tough in this sport in the sense that you can't use the body at all. You've got to position the body in the right spot. This is another call inside of the 16-yard arc. It'll be a second penalty corner here coming for Liggett. And they got their 3rd goal on it by Hubner. She started the play. She's going to start the play again here, and let's see what they do here on this penalty corner. 1 for 1 in the match so far. Bornius slows it, slides it on. Marcero gets in. Good handle in there. Goalkeeper's out and down, but Grosse Pointe North, they're able to get it and get a clearance here and get this ball away from their own goal. Over midfield. See if they can keep this ball in the attacking zone here. It's been a challenge here so far. It's on the stick of Sofia Salvador. Toward the goal, and the first stop in there for Madeline Hexter. She kicked that away with the left pad and left foot. Turned over, though. It'll be Liggett ball here in the final dozen seconds here of period 1. It's a call, though, against Liggett. A penalty corner is going to come here for Grosse Pointe North. Be the final play here of the opening period of play. Can they capitalize? A couple of yards inside of that 16-yard arc. Still battling away down there. Liggett trying to play it and clear it out. They do the job, so they hold up. First opportunity with the penalty corner there. Now they're going to get another one here. 2 calls inside of the 16-yard arc. Flected away, Marcero over there. And that is now the end of period 1. The home side, University Liggett on top over Grosse Pointe North, 3-0 after 1.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D. Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream, sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie Centric Solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie Centric Solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal.
Welcome back here on the Prep. Ben Holden with you and all of our crew. And so far, after one period of play here in this girls field hockey contest here, it's Grosse Pointe North down by 3 to this University Liggett Knight squad. You see the particulars on Amanda Means' team here so far this season and what they've done in the postseason. They were runner-up in 2022 as well. Last season, that was a big win. I talked with Amanda about that the other day, and she said it was just big for their program. Marion's been a program long time with field hockey in their school and really good stuff. And Olivia Thomas, I remember doing a match here on the Prep with her. I think she had 3 or 4 goals in a match last year, wasn't it? 4? I'm being told by our statistician, Malibu Kelly Hayes. But nevertheless, that's good stuff. And this school, very small. They don't even have 300 students in it, or there might be right around 300 students, and it's pretty good. So good start for the home squad here today. They're in the blue uniforms here today is University Liggett, Grosse Pointe North, and their traditional white with green and gold. 4-7 on the season. Their 12th match of the campaign.
A little bit of precipitation, eh? A little bit of rain, Benny.
A little breeze coming in and a few raindrops, I'm being told, are falling down. It doesn't look to be anything sustained here, though. Here's Liggett now trying to get possession. Grosse Pointe North able to get a little bit of help and clear that ball out. Each team with 2 penalty corners in the first period of play. Liggett 1 for 2. Grosse Pointe North 0 for 2 in their 2 that were literally right at the end of the period. A critical part of this sport, and Grosse Pointe North unable to cash in on those late chances. Here's Olivia Marcereau. 2 assists for her on Monday in the win, and another good job of getting that ball right on top of the goal. Putting pressure on Kinley Arioli, junior goaltender. It's another penalty called inside of the arc, so it'll be the 3rd penalty corner of this game so far for Liggett. Maisie Hubner with the sun out and a little rain coming down here in Grosse Pointe. It's a good thing for field hockey because a lot of times they will literally hose the field down to make sure that ball rolls smoothly. There's no hops. There's a good kick save with the right pad there. The right foot by Kinley Arioli. That ball caromed way out.
Yep, stoppage of play, replay coming.
Knocked out and out of bounds. Possession here for Grosse Pointe North. Here's a look back at that save by Kinley Arioli. She's been tested, been very active in there with a Liggett attack that's been really coming on since, let's say, about the midway point of the opening period. Marcereau on it again. Got the dribble going, knocked off her stick, though. Call going against Liggett in there. Maya Norwood-Lyles, 32, started that play. Sophomore. And again, Brenna Marson told me when we chatted before the match, she said, most of my players are first-year players. Not making excuses in any way, just the reality of where they are. Their program went down for a while, and it's a long-running program that they have at Grosse Pointe North. Trying to rebuild it. She's a grad of Grosse Pointe North back in 2020. Her team's got possession, but they fanned on the pass there. That was Salvador trying to work it up. And here's their catalyst. This is Charlotte Truss. And the call against Liggett. Restart coming here for Grosse Pointe North. Infraction there on Grosse Pointe North, so Liggett, great platform for them to start from here. Short pitch to work with. Played out on that right side, inside of the arc. Grosse Pointe North trying to clear it, they can't. Two chances to clear it, and they don't. In tight quarters in there, Marcero. Number 9, again, called by her coach, our best player. She said she's the best female athlete in the school. Pretty high praise for the senior. One of 8 on this Liggett squad here. Liggett will maintain possession here once again. And the restart specialist, Maisie Hubner, will come over. Put near the goal again, in tight. That's called against Liggett. Contact in there. Arioli, Grosse Pointe North goalkeeper, been very busy in this match so far. We're early on in it. Over 4.5 minutes have expired. Back line of Liggett now trying to deal with the pressure. They put it out of bounds on the near side. Back there pressured was Ruby Noble. Restart upcoming here for Grosse Pointe North.
Did you ever have this or no?
Ellie Darlington over the ball, and she takes a look. Works it through, and this call going the way of Liggett. They slap one all the way out over midfield. They get a good bounce. Can they get a handle on it? Good job getting the stick in there. They got numbers here. Great chance, but they put it right into the goalkeeper there. That was Constantina Bornius. Good challenge there by Arioli, the keeper for Grosse Pointe North. Get a look here at the opportunity for Liggett. Numbers. And that just came off the stick. In an unfortunate position there for Bornius, because she is a young lady. She had 2 on Monday. Can really put it in the back of the goal. So a break there for Grosse Pointe North. They'll have the restart in the attacking end of the pitch here. All 3 goals coming in the opening period of play. 3 different goal scorers for Liggett in that 3-goal opening frame. They're on the ball again here. Bornius. Again, you have to play the ball with the flat side of the stick. So you see the great hand-eye coordination these young ladies have in playing this sport, trying to save it there on the end line. But Liggett not able to do so. Brief rain shower has passed through, lasted about a minute. Ball rolling wide of the goal, and Kinley Arioli. Sarah Dennis now from the restart position here for Grosse Pointe North. Pass, though, off the mark, trying to hustle and keep it alive as Salvador cannot do so. Down below my vantage point, just to my right. Liggett will go back to work here. A little more than 7 to go in this first half here in period 2. Good defensive work down there. Nicely done by Ellie Darlington. But the ball turned right back over. Marcero now dangerous around the goal, trying to get a shot towards that goal, unable to do so. And that's an infraction against Liggett, so it'll be Grosse Pointe North restarting here on the edge of the 16-yard arc. Technical term would be the striking circle. Bornius, ball still in play. She can be out there. Marcero, the shot winds up and a kick save. Another one with the right foot there by Arioli. But it's going to result in another penalty corner coming here for Liggett. Their 4th in the match. 1 for 3 thus far. 3rd goal they scored on the penalty corner. It was started by Hubner, and she ended up knocking one in from close range to make it a 3-0 count here. Hubner hopped over the stick of Marcero. Back down to Hubner now. Deflected off a stick, and then a good save made in there by Arioli. 50-50 ball inside of the 16-yard arc. Liggett called for an infraction here. So 1 for 4 on the penalty corners here so far in the match now, that has 5:20 remaining in period 2 here in this first half. Long distance pass inside of the arc now for Liggett. Here they're in tight again. Bornius, 2 goals for her on Monday. She's had a couple of really good looks. Marcero now from about 10 yards away, and she rips that one home down low where you want it to be, and she makes it a 4-0 count. You can see her stick skills, her awareness, knowing where to be, no one around her, just winds up and slaps that one home. And Liggett, with less than 5 to go here in the half, leads 4-0. 4 different goal scorers in the match. Trying to play it up that left wing over there with Charlotte Truss, center midfielder. Most experienced player Brenna Marson has on her team, she told me. She said she started playing in elementary school. So a ton of experience for a very young and inexperienced Grosse Pointe North club this year. And looking at their lineup, not a lot of seniors. A lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, a couple of freshmen. So a very, very young group for Brenna Marson and her assistant, Sarah Gentili. Liggett over the ball with 4 to play in the half, leading 4-0. Marcero trying to chip that ball around the defender. Bornius trying to work it a little bit further on the right side, unable to get it through now. Marcero's on the ball again. Edge of the shooting circle, the 16-yard circle. It's a call, though, against Liggett. Grosse Pointe North once again quick to restart here. Left flank of the pitch now, getting a little bit of separation. Galati, twice a hat-trick scorer this season for Grosse Pointe North. Pressure there, and Liggett just opts to play it into the sideline over there. Grosse Pointe North gets the ball inside of the shooting arc. Now it's back out near midfield and over midfield. It's on the stick of Constantina Bornius. Trying to work that ball inside of the arc. It'll come back to her now. Can she keep this in? No, but it was, well, it was last touched by her. So, yeah, go over to Grosse Pointe North. They've got it. Restart for Darlington down below me. I beg your pardon, it is Liggett ball. That was I initially thought. That was the call made by the officials. And Marcero now. Watch that stick. So good with it. Again, you cannot play the rounded side of the stick on the ball. You get called for it every time, so you got to be very, very smart. Really got to work on those hands and the wrist and coordinating all that. It's not an easy thing to do. Miscue there for Grosse Pointe North. Maisie Hubner started the play. Marcero had to hop over her stick. Now Hubner's got it. Edge of the circle. It's a call against Liggett. So 90 seconds and counting left here in the first half. 3 goals in the opening period, the 1 in this second from Olivia Marcero. A little bit of contact there. No harm done. Man, just had her foot stick in the turf here. Great playing surface they've got here at Liggett. Great facilities all the way around. First-year athletic director Brian Anderson coming up at halftime. He'll talk with Chad Bush here for the halftime segment here in less than a minute. Marcero one-on-one on this near side. Still with it. Great with that stick. Gets it down for her running mate. Good chance and a great finish. That is how you draw it up. Olivia Marcero setting up Constantina Bornius, who gets her 3rd goal in the last 2 matches, and it's now a 5-0 count. Good patience and a great finish in tight. And Bornius had a chance early on in the second period that she literally shot right into the goalkeeper, and she did not do that this time. She made sure that one was home to give her club a 5-0 lead here in this final minute of the second period of play. Final 30 seconds here in the half. Galati's got the ball on her stick. Far left side, trying to work it into the middle. Knocked away and sent back out to midfield. Good challenge from Bornius. Tries to poke that on to her teammate right there next to her. That's Ava Necker, checked into the match. Number 21. And that is the halftime horn. We'll step aside. It's all Liggett here so far on Senior Day. It's a 5-0 lead for Liggett over Grosse Pointe North.
Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Peace Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Back to Brock Field on the campus of University Liggett. We're here with the head of athletics. Brian Anderson joins us, first-year athletic director. Brian, great to see you in different colors. Always great to see you whatever colors you're wearing, but it's the wonderful colors of blue and red and white today. Your team showing out on field hockey on senior night. How cool is this?
Oh, it's been great, man. It's a great group of girls, great coach, great families. Senior day sneaks up, man, but, just getting to know the families here, just great group all around. So really fortunate.
You came over in the summer and came over from Stony Creek after a fine trio of years there. What's it been like getting adjusted to Liggett? And really, what's the reason you came to Liggett? What was it that intrigued you?
Honestly, I was not unhappy at Stony Creek. I've been fortunate in my career. I've never known I was looking until I was. And when I found out Liggett had an opening, it just kind of spoke to me a little bit. This was actually a league rival for me growing up. I went to Lutheran East, so, just a mile down the road, had a lot of great battles over the years, many, many moons ago, and just always had a lot of respect for the place. But this is kind of the area I grew up in, so it almost felt like a little bit of a homecoming. And then, even when I was interviewing for the job, it wasn't 100% that I was leaving. But my interview was an 8-hour, day-long interview where I got to know basically the entire school.
Yeah.
And I walked away and I said to my wife when I got home, I am so ready to get hurt now. And a few days later, it turned out I was not hurt, and I was very happy. So.
And you mentioned how small in size, but how mighty in efficiency and excellence. And the titles that have been won, the student-athlete awards, the scholarships, the camaraderie. I mean, all the things that have come with it. Yeah, it's a small school, but they've pumped out some titles.
Yeah, it's like a culture I've really never, been able to see before. And that's not a knock to any of my previous stops, but our kids just do not stop. And, they push themselves and they push themselves. This girls' field hockey team has a grade point average that I didn't even know you could have.
Which is?
I don't remember I don't have the cumulative total, but we do have someone that's nearing a 4.5. So,
My goodness.
But, the parental support, we have great coaches, great admin, just, the adults in the building want what's best for the kids, and the kids are buying it, and they just go hard. And I'm just trying to fit into all of it and, leave the best stamp I can.
All the great fall sports are rolling, of course, with volleyball and football and field hockey, boys soccer as well. I'll be remiss, I'm sure there's others. But let's talk about field hockey, Amanda Means' program, and what it's meant to Liggett and how quick you've adapted to really respect what she's done.
So Amanda does a great job. She pushes her kids on the field, but she also pushes them in the classroom. She's a teacher in our building. So she is what you want your athletic culture to be. When it comes to scheduling, I feel like Amanda punches the bully and figures it out later because we're playing all the best teams in the state, the highest enrolled teams. And, we're playing right with them. Sometimes we're winning, sometimes we're losing close, but all of it's getting us ready for the state tournament. And that's what I love about Amanda is, her eye is on the prize. She wants to win a state title, and we're gonna go through all the hard tests that are necessary along the way to make it happen.
Listen, we're looking forward to a long season with you. We appreciate the trust, the opportunity. I know we got boys soccer coming up in a couple weeks. So
absolutely.
We appreciate the opopportunity. Brian Anderson, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
First year at Liggett. Glad to be back here in Grosse Pointe on the prep. Back with more. Ben Holden is next. 5-0, the home team. Liggett Knights on top over the rival North.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D.
And welcome back here. Just about set to begin the third period of play. And Liggett, a great start. They got 3 in the opening period. 3 different goal scorers, tacked on a couple of more in the second period, and they're in comfortable position here on top 5-0 over Grosse Pointe North. Good to have you with us here on the prep. My name is Ben Holden. We just heard from the athletic director, Brian Anderson, and great stuff from him in his first year here. Well-traveled, well-experienced, and good to hear all the things going on here with the school here in Grosse Pointe here at University Liggett. So now Grosse Pointe North, we flip around, and they're defending the end to our right. Olivia Marcero with the dribble of it. So good with controlling the game, seeing the game, and saw on her goal finding open space, and such a big part of their club. Here she is on the restart with it again. Tightly defended. Too tightly defended. Bornius in there trying to win the battle, number 2. Another one of their key players, and Maisie Hubner, and saw her get some play in the first half, and Liggett gets another one here early on here in the opening 85 seconds of this third period of play to increase it to a 6-0 lead here. If they can cash in here on this penalty corner. Maisie Hubner on the penalty corner here. They were 1 for 4 in the first half. They go right back to Hubner. We saw this in the first half. They put it in front, another chance. And second opportunity, third opportunity. What a diving effort turned in there by the keeper from Grosse Pointe North to make that initial stop. But Liggett pressuring and pressuring and pressuring. And no leakage on that goalkeeping there. Well done by Kinley Arioli. A lot of pressure she faced there, and a terrific job to withstand it, to keep it a 5-0 game. Constantina Bornius played that ball near the top of the striking arc, 16-yard arc. Where you've got to be at to score, cannot be outside of it. One of the intricacies of this sport. Marcero played it ahead, looking for a little bit of help down there, down on the turf. That one leaks through and it goes in. Ruby Noble was in the neighborhood, number 5. And she's able to get it to go. The senior defender, again, set up by Marcero. And that's where you see a massive percentage of goals in this sport scored. And Noble, the 2 seniors teaming up to make it a 6-0 count. Noble there trying to knock that ball away. Nicely done. Bornius trying to track it down. Infraction on Liggett. Grosse Pointe North, quick restart for them. Galati. Good work, puts that ball in front. Little centering feed out there. Through the shooting arc, and on the far side, it's Alcala over there. Fraction against Grosse Pointe North, so the free opportunity with the free hit here for Liggett. Swatted out near midfield. Nothing coming from that. Now it's Galati 1v1 here on the left side. Tightly defended there by Lauren Harris. Harris, a sophomore on this Liggett team and a senior-laden team. Nearly 2 handfuls of seniors. They've got a really good group. There'll be a team, this Liggett team, that Catholic League playoffs come. That'll be heavily on their radar. They won it last year, and getting deep into the state tournament certainly on their list of goals when the season starts, and they've had success. They won in 2020, runner-up in 2022, and also won a title in 2018. Midfield restart here for Grosse Pointe North. Good pass to find Galati on this left side where she's camped out and normally is camped out, trying to keep the play alive. Rim of the shooting circle, and Charlotte Truss leaves that ball. She'll allow Ellie Darlington, the junior midfielder, to come in. No, restart right from that arc. We're going to come back and restart again here with inside of 9 minutes to play here in period 3. 6-0. Liggett on top. 3 in the first period, 2 in the second, 1 to this point here in the third. Marcero sends one to midfield in the direction of Ruby Noble. Noble's got plenty of space. Trying to work that towards the goal. Nicely played back there by North, and they get a little bit of clearance here. Bornius plays it back inside of the shooting circle. Another pass into space, nicely done. Marcero gets in there. Did not connect, though, on that pass, and now Grosse Pointe North with it. They're pressured by Olivia Marcero. Now it's Grosse Pointe North possessing it. Penalty call there on, like, Savannah Moore. Isabella McCowan. Taken away by Olivia Marcero. Trying to weave and get through 2 defenders. Good work from Galati, but it's off of her stick, and a race for it. Liggett cannot get to it. So it'll be Grosse Pointe North with another restart just down below my vantage point here. McCowan for Truss. Truss works that nice pass inside of the circle. Grosse Pointe North in tight. Can they get their first one here in the match? No. Good challenge from Madeline Hexter. Faced a couple of penalty corners in that opening half of play, and really only one other good chance that she's had to stop, but she's got a clean sheet here so far. Galati. That's a call, and it's a call that's going against Liggett, so it's going to be a penalty corner. The foul called inside of the arc, so Liggett players, they go get those face masks. And Grosse Pointe North will get their third penalty corner chance here in the match. 0 for 2 in the first half, right at the end of the opening period. Charlotte Truss over the ball and ready to send it in. Galati. Good redirection, ball in front, still down, loose, and it goes home. And Grosse Pointe North, they capitalize on the penalty corner. They're 1 for 3 now. And they get it done. Good execution. Down by 6, but Brenna Marson will be happy with that. You execute those, that's a massive part of the sport, the set piece, so to speak, and it's a good job done by Grosse Pointe North to end the shutout here to make it a 6-1 count. Inside of 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Turned over, though, right in the middle of the park. Truss now. If you're Grosse Pointe North, you just take one possession at a time. Each time you get inside of the attacking zone, there's a pass centered right in front there, looking for Gabby Galati there, who's got 2 hat tricks this season, can certainly deposit it in the goal. Unable to finish that play off, though. Now Grosse Pointe North. They'll send that one out of play into the far sideline here. Marceau was trying to make a run. Broken up. Layla Adams came up with the ball, number 54. She plays it on. McCowan stays with it. Good work from her. Galati now. Edge of the shooting arc. She'll get inside. Wants to shoot it. Had 2 bodies in front of her. They don't get it out. Here's Truss with it now on her stick. Takes a whack at it and goes towards the goal and wide. Grosse Pointe North has shown some good signs here in the last 4 or 5 minutes here of this third period. Playing in the offensive end of the pitch. Getting the goal on the corner. Again, if you're Brenna Marson, you like to see that. She gathers that ball in on the far side. Their first-year head coach, first time she's been a head coach at any stage in her young coaching career. Graduated from Grosse Pointe North in 2020. So in her early 20s at this stage of her coaching career, opportunity came up. She said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I'll take it. Here's Galati now with some room. Kicked away and into the sideline by Hexter. Those goal pads are, if you're familiar with ice hockey, much different, obviously. You're making stops with your feet. You can kick it like she did with a big boot. And it's going to be another call that's going against Liggett. It'll be a penalty corner coming up here for Grosse Pointe North. Here is Charlotte Truss. Whistle, and she'll send it in. Galati. Good challenge there from Liggett, but Galati trying to come in and pick her pocket. Nearly did. Grosse Pointe North, you got to love the energy they've come with here in this third period, down by 5. 50-50 ball. Galati will handle it with 60 seconds remaining now here in the period. Truss, 1v1 with her counterpart number 7, Amelie Duhame. 45 seconds to go now in the period. Another 50-50 ball. Tracking that down is Aline Rom. Liggett has not spent a lot of time in this end of the pitch here in this second half. They have the 1 goal, but Grosse Pointe North has turned it up. They played a really good period here in this third, even though they're down 5. They've got 1 to show for it. From the penalty corner. Gonna be one here coming up for Liggett. And they'll call on Avery Welsh. She will trigger this penalty corner attempt here, which should be the final play here in the third period. Softly played up to the top of that arc. They're going to get another one here. There was another call inside of that shooting arc. Similar end as we had to the first, and this end of the pitch as well. That one sails wide and out, and that is now the end of this third quarter of play. Third period in the books. Liggett on top by 5, 6-1 here as you're watching girls field hockey here on the Prep.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back. Ben Holden with you here on the Prep here as prior to the game today, Amanda Amin. Senior day, she's got 8 seniors. Constantina Bornius, Ruby Noble, Olivia Marcero, Coco Marshall, Avery Welsh, Caroline Krall, unable to play today. She's out with mono. Madeline Uncle, and also the goalkeeper, Madeline Hexter. That's always a special day. You'll always remember that from your high school days, no matter what you do in sports after. And, you know, it's tough to play at the college level in any sport. And for a lot of these young ladies, this will be the last time they play a true competitive team sport. So that's a special moment. We wanted to share that with you. And I know Amanda's very proud of those 8 seniors. And in talking to her the other day, she said, I feel bad that Carolyn Krall can't play. And there's her bio and her 6th season. She's been coaching for a long time, 13 years. She was an assistant here, as I mentioned, in the 2018 state title they won. Became the head coach in 2020, won a state championship her first year, got back there in 2022, and we'll see what happens the remainder of the season. But she's got a lot of energy. She's a really good coach. She played this game for a long time and really loves her team and loves her players, and appreciate her and her time. Had a great conversation with her pregame today and had a great conversation with her yesterday as well. So thanks to Amanda and all the folks here at University Liggett for having us out for this contest here today. Right now, Start of the fourth period as Liggett on top by 5, 6-1. Grosse Pointe North is yet to come back onto the pitch here to begin the fourth and final period. I'll tell you what, they're down 5. Yeah, I get it. The game is certainly looks like right now in control of Liggett. But in that third period, in Grosse Pointe North, they showed up. They got a goal on the set piece on the penalty corner there, and thought they had some good pressure. They sustained some pressure in the attacking end of the pitch. So tip your cap to them, because there's been no quit in Brenna Marson's team. Young coach in her own right, so that's good to see. You know, always get those coaching moments, and that's encouraging for her team. It's a team that I mentioned earlier is really full, for the most part, of first-year players. So you got a young coach trying to find her way, and 4 wins in 11 matches this year for Brenna and her assistant coach, Sarah Gentili. And her team is showing no signs of letting down or quitting in this match, because, again, that third period, they really, to me, they controlled the play. I know each side got a goal in the third period, but I thought it was advantage in that period to Grosse Pointe North. So we'll see what happens here in this fourth period of play. Got a change in goal for Liggett. Bibi Noker is now in the goal. She is a freshman. Madeline Hexter, the senior. Her day is done. Goalkeeper for Grosse Pointe North, Kinley Arioli, junior. Again, not much in terms of working through a little traffic there, and the reason that Bibi Noker is now in goal is Madeline Hexter is now playing midfield wearing number 24. And part of senior day, Madeline's one of those 8 seniors. So out of the goalkeeping equipment and into a player uniform for her. We don't see that very often. And the freshman Noker getting an opportunity to play here in a 6-1 match. Liggett trying to get their 4th win of the season, 3-3 with 3 draws. Amanda Amin said, yeah, that's a lot of draws and more than you usually see, but it's just the way the season's gone. And see what she gets from her team here in this 4th period, because, again, I thought Grosse Pointe North was strong in that 3rd period. I know each side scored a goal, but if I had to give the edge to either team in that period, I'd certainly give it to Grosse Pointe North. Trying to shoot that one inside of the arc. We'll restart here right on the edge of the shooting circle, a shooting arc. Truss played it into the middle of that 16-yard arc. She'll restart again here, will Charlotte Truss. Yep. That's going to be another penalty corner opportunity here, as Liggett with the infraction in there, like playing that ball with the feet. So they'll go for the masks here and Grosse Pointe North will get another chance here to work on their game. Down by 5. Charlotte Truss will put it in place, and she'll trigger this penalty corner opportunity here for Grosse Pointe North. Trying to get it to a 4-goal match here. Nice little touch there on the pass, getting free opportunity. The shot in front, knocked away, still loose. Another whack at it in front, and it's home. And it's Charlotte Truss who started the play, and she finishes the play. And another penalty corner goal, so that's 2 here in the second half for Grosse Pointe North in that department. And again, a young team. Truss is the leader. She's the catalyst of it all. Got a great soccer background, and she found a way to get into space and put that one home. Their center midi. Brenda Marson told me before the game, she said everything runs through her. She's our most experienced player. Played since she was in elementary school, and you don't see a lot of that in this sport. A lot of times players don't start until they're in high school. But there's a push, and there are opportunities for younger players to get into the sport in the elementary school ages, in the junior high ages, and especially right here in the Grosse Pointe communities. So 6-2 now with less than 10 to play. Some contact there, and Liggett plays that ball ahead. Liggett now getting to it, finding a little bit of space there is Metzger. Metzger at her pocket pick. Good defensive work back there. Now they move the ball ahead. Amanda Amin is putting a lot of her reserves here in this fourth period, leading by 4. Against the Grosse Pointe North side that's played hard, being down at 1.6, now down 4 here in half number 2. You may be able to pick up Brenna Marson there, the Grosse Pointe North coach. She's really coaching her team hard here. Some good moments for her team here in this match to look back at. Certainly moments that'll be those coachable moments. Here's Galati coming in with speed, trying to roll that in front. Kicked away, not out, and now it's outside of that 16-yard striking arc. Turned right over, though. All that work, and it's turned right back over to Liggett. Grosse Pointe North trying to get to it, get it back. Ellie Darlington. She couldn't do anything with it. Now Borneus. Goal from her in the first half. Scoring distributed 6 different players for Liggett in the match. Wide of the goal there with 7:45 remaining now in the game. Just over 7 minutes remaining in a 6-2 contest. We'll have our G of the game brought to you by G Brand USA. We'll chat with that player at the conclusion of this contest here. We were having a little conversation up here with our crew on some of the candidates. We think we've narrowed it down. We'll leave it at that. It is senior day, so I'll tease you with that. Of course, there are 8 seniors, so that might not be much of a tease, but nevertheless, we'll have that at the conclusion of the game here. It's a 4-goal lead for Liggett here on their home pitch. What a great complex. I mean, this is college-level stuff here they've got. Outstanding surface. Great facilities here at this school. They got a beautiful ice rink here, a football field behind us. Baseball, soccer, everything. These Athletic programs at this school are known to be some of the very best in the state over the years. Grosse Pointe North. Love the way they've continued to play and press the pace. Here they come again. Galati, she's had a whale of a second half. Gets in, shoots, and puts it in. What a rocket. She's got 2 in the match. There's no quit in number 21, Gabby Galati. 2 Hatties this season. That was a beautiful shot right there. Took advantage of the odd man rush there, and now it's a 6-3 game with just under 6 minutes to play in it. Still work to be done, but again, Grosse Pointe North has really played a strong second half here, getting 3 on the board. And it's been Galati, it's been Truss. Salvador's had some chances. Darlington's had some chances. Good effort, turned in by a team that was down 6 goals in this game. Olivia Marcero, goal and a couple of assists for her in this contest. Ball in front, unable to get it through. As we hit 5 minutes remaining in the match. There's Amanda Amin there, the Liggett head coach. Trying to fine-tune each time they play the rest of the season. First mission will be the Catholic League playoffs for them before year 1 in MHSAA playoff action begins for all the teams playing in field hockey here in the state of Michigan. First year it's been sanctioned by the MHSAA. Again, they've been playing in this part of the state of Michigan since the 70s and 80s. Some areas of the state go back all the way to the 30s when they first played field hockey here in the state. Brenna Marson, you still hear her over there getting after her club a little bit, her team, and that's good. They may come on the losing side of this, but they're going to walk out of here feeling pretty good about the way they played in the second half as Liggett gets in tight. Shot didn't get through, still down, battling away, kicked away. Good job by Arioli. A lot of pressure there from Liggett. Really the most pressure they put on here in the fourth period. That's a call against Liggett. Free hit restart here for Grosse Pointe North. Good pressure on the ball there from Olivia Marcero. That's mishandled by Grosse Pointe North. Avery Welsh will restart. At least try to, and there's Gabby Galati again. Also a soccer player. She's had a really good second half here for her team. A couple of goals for her. This one will find the sideline again as we've slipped down to 2:40 to go in the contest. Marcero sends it right towards the middle of the park. Grosse Pointe North can't handle it back there. Got by the stick of McEvney. Liggett. In front, good chance. Good save, another big one there made by Ariola. She has played really well. I know she's given up 6, but this could be a 10-goal match if you're Liggett. She's made some really big saves in there with those massive goal pads on. Darlington still has it. pocket pick. Good defensive play there from Marie Grabowski, the freshman, getting some playing time here today. Big part of their future. They've got half dozen freshmen on this roster. So it shows you the depth that Liggett has here in field hockey. They got the 8 seniors. They do not have a lot of juniors, only 3 or 4 that I see, and then about the same amount of sophomores mixed in as well. So 1:26 remaining. Timeout here as you get a look back at Liggett getting that last goal, and 3-goal cushion here with 86 seconds to play. Balanced scoring for Liggett. Senior day win upcoming for them. Liggett out of the timeout. Grosse Pointe North, and again, Brenna Marson she's really coached her team hard here in the second half. Good for her and her young ladies, because they could have completely phoned this one in, but they did not. They kept pushing. They played a really good third period. Strong here in the fourth as well. In a match that was well in control for Liggett, leading by 6 at one point. .126 remaining. Liggett on the doorstep of their 4th win this season in 10 matches, 3-3-3 entering play today. Match number 12 for Grosse Pointe North. You can play up to 18. That's the max you can play in the regular season here in girls field hockey here in the state of Michigan. Marcero trying to get free again. A shot, but a whistle had come before. That shot was released, I do believe. Be a penalty opportunity here. The penalty corner coming up here for Liggett. As Grosse Pointe North, they get those masks on, get ready to charge here. Avery Welsh plays that ball in. Marcero winds wide of the target with half a minute to go here in the contest. Final dozen seconds here in Grosse Pointe. Grosse Pointe North will come up short by 3 as Liggett takes this one. A 6-3 victory on senior day for the University Liggett Knights as they defeat Grosse Pointe North by that 3-goal cushion of 6-3. Balanced scoring from Liggett. Good goalkeeping from Madeline Hexter throughout. We will present our G of the game and put a bow on this one right after a short but important timeout here from Grosse Pointe.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com. Watch the live broadcast right here on the Prep. Watch and subscribe. Here's the QR code. Follow us all season long. 125 games of high school action right here live and on demand on the Prep.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Want to thank our food sponsor tonight, Smokey G's Smokehouse, located at 2670 Atwater Street in Detroit. Get them at 313-693-2533, the best smokehouse in the D. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie-centric solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie-centric solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
All right, this is Adam. Take two. Mark.
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Watch the live broadcast right here on the Prep. Watch and subscribe. Here's the QR code. Follow us all season long. 125 games of high school action right here live and on demand on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
And welcome back here to University Liggett School. Ben Holden and our G of the game. She's got the hat on. I've got her field hockey stick, Olivia Marcero. Great win for you and your team. Let's start there. Congratulations on being the G Brand USA G of the game. What's this mean from a team standpoint for your club?
It's a great feeling. You know, it's a crosstown rivalry, so it's always good to come out with a win.
Are you familiar with some of their players or not?
Yeah, for sure.
are?
We've been playing against them since I've been a freshman. So
Okay.
for sure.
So there's a little bit of a rivalry there.
Yep.
So that's good. I want to ask you about senior night. You're one of 8 seniors.
Yep.
I said during the broadcast, this is one of those moments you'll always remember. You probably don't understand what I mean now, but 20 years down the road, this will mean an awful lot to you. What does it mean to you tonight to have this opportunity here with your team?
It means a lot. I've been playing field hockey for 8 years, so just that it's my last, senior night, one of the last times playing on this field, and the team made a really great time, making it really special for all the seniors.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. In a moment, we're going to see what you did with this here today, and we're going to, once I get the clear sign, we'll turn around and look at the monitor so you can see the highlights that the boys put together. So let's turn around here and kind of just you be the analyst. Walk us through what happens here.
Oh, yeah, so I got the rebound, and I just took one tap, looked up, no defenders in front of me, so I just took the shot.
Multiple assists in the game as well today. What's the key when your team's going like this? What's working for you guys so well?
Definitely ball movement, passing up the field instead of dribbling, getting our eyes up and seeing the open player.
Good stuff. All right, we can turn back around here. We'll wrap this thing up here. Great stuff with the stick today. Great job by you and your teammates, and congrats on being the G Brand USA G of the game. It was great to meet you and great to have our crew out here. A lot of these guys hadn't done field hockey. I haven't done it in a long time, so thanks for putting on a good show. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. All right, that's our G of the game. We'll let you go and you celebrate with your team, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back here to University of Liggett. Big win for the Knights here, a 6-3 victory. And we just had a visit there with Olivia Marcero, our G of the game, one of the 8 seniors that were honored here pre-match. And as we talked there, it's something those young ladies will think about 20 years down the road, and they'll remember. They'll remember their senior night. They'll remember playing with the players they played with, and they'll certainly remember that they won the game here tonight, a 6-3 win with balanced scoring, with depth, and Amanda Amin got a lot of players in that second half, and I have to give credit again, too, to Brenna Marson and her team. They did not quit. They played hard in that third period. They played hard in the fourth period. Players like Gabby Galati, she was really good. Charlotte Truss, really good. They got some big minutes and big moments out of those two, so that was great. So there you see the G of the game. That's good stuff. Again, memories that young lady will always have, and her fellow seniors. Little picture there with our G of the game, Olivia Marcero. That's awesome stuff, and that's what high school sports are all about, right? You have fun, you make memories for the rest of your life, and you learn how to play as teammates, and that's great. And it's a really good program they've got here at Liggett. Amanda Means doing a great job with her group, and they've got a legitimate shot to win another state title here in field hockey here at Liggett. They've done it before. They've done it twice. We'll see if they can do it again. For all of our great crew, led by our fearless leader, Chad Roon Bush, Christian Jackson, Austin Sonnenberg, Rob Hunter, our man Fish, everybody out, Corey, all the gang. We appreciate all they do. Could not do it without them. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed our presentation of girls field hockey here in the high school field hockey ranks. Saying so long until next time. My name is Ben Holden. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It was our pleasure to bring it to you. A 6-3 University Liggett win over Grosse Pointe North.